Welcome to the Talus Quick Start videos. Now we're going to look at internal quality assurance for assessments. I'm going to log in as an internal member of staff for the EPAO to start with. And we're still following Jane Jones as she progresses through the EPA. The dashboard shows everybody who's progressing with EPAs at the moment. And Jane Jones is in the category of requiring final IQA. So we can either click on the dashboard item here or search for her on the apprenticeships menu at the top. There's her EPA record. There are 4 assessments on this EPA, and all 4 of them have got an orange or amber heading to show that they're needing IQA, but they've been given a grade by the assessor. As an internal member of staff, you can assign each assessment component to an IQA. Most of them have already been assigned, but if I just go down to the final one, we'll assign that to our assessor, Ian Quinn. This drop-down list obviously only shows IQAs that are able to do IQAing on this particular standard, and if it's a standard which has multiple pathways, then this particular pathway. So we'll log out and log back in again as Ian Quinn. He's only had one EPA assigned to him, so his dashboard looks quite different. But once again, we can click on Requires Final IQA to look for Jane Jones, and there she is. So as an IQA, on each of these assessment components, you can verify the assessment that's been performed and then sign it off as being IQA'd, or adjust the grade and the mark if you need to. As an IQA, you have the ability to look at the original work that was submitted on this business project, for example. And review the actual work that was submitted by the apprentice. And you can also look at the documentation that was provided by the assessor as evidence for the marks and the grades that she submitted for this particular assessment component. Within Talus, you can have attached documents on each assessment component, but you could also put in a link to an e-portfolio system or a document storage system, SharePoint or something like that. So let's assume the IQA has now reviewed the original work and also the assessment that's been performed by the assessor and deems it to be satisfactory. The IQA can just indicate that the process has been completed and today's date. And that assessment component goes green now to show that it's fully completed. So the IQA can work their way down each of the individual assessment components, doing the same thing. And what I'm going to do on the 4th component is, let's assume that some adjustments need to be made. So the IQA can click on the Adjust Attempt link and change the grade, or if there was a mark as well, they could change the mark. And in this case, we're going to say that they're bumping them up from a pass to a distinction. There's a series of adjustment categories for reporting purposes, but you can customize that in your copy of Talus and enter some notes about the reason for the change. You still need to formally indicate that the IQA process has been complete using the Edit IQA button. So now we've got all 4 assessment components have gone green, and the final task that the IQA needs to do is sign off the overall EPA grade. We can see that the grade that the assessor gave overall was distinction, and the IQA can make an adjustment to that if they need to, using a similar grade adjustment screen as on the individual components. But I'll leave that as being a distinction overall. And that concludes the IQA process. Thanks for watching this Talus Quick Start video.